10 things girls do if they want you. Psychology tricks. When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Maya Angelou. Women don't always spell out attraction, but they rarely hide it either. The real issue? Most men overlook the cues right in front of them. Miss those small signals, and you could walk away from someone quietly hoping you'll make a move. That ends today. In this video, we'll break down 10 psychology-backed signs a woman wants you, subtle habits, body language tells, and playful behaviors that translate to "I'm interested." Once you know what to notice, you'll start seeing these patterns everywhere. At a dinner party, in a late-night text thread, or catching up with a longtime friend, if she's doing these things, the odds are in your favor. Settle in and pay close attention. By the end, you won't second-guess her interest or your next step. 1. The shoe tease. When a woman's heel starts to play its little game, pay attention. Some signals of attraction shout from the rooftops, a laugh too loud, a gaze that lingers, but others whisper softly, sneaky little hints tucked in the folds of her body language. One of the most subtle yet powerful psychology tricks in female psychology is the way she dangles her shoe. At first glance, you might think she's just fidgeting. Wrong. This isn't random. It's instinct meeting attraction, one of those unconscious gestures that says more than words ever could. Picture this. You're sitting across from her at a cozy cafe, the low hum of conversation all around, and there she is, slowly letting her heel slip from her foot, leaving it to hang by her toes. Maybe it swings gently back and forth, like a pendulum of desire, or maybe it drops, only for her to slip it back on in one fluid motion. That's not boredom, my friend. That's chemistry in motion. It's her subconscious revealing what her words might not dare to say. She's relaxed, open, and maybe just a little bit into you. In female psychology, that tiny movement is a cocktail of comfort and flirtation. It's a nonverbal way of saying, "I'm comfortable around you, but I also want your eyes on me." And if she's crossing and uncrossing her legs, pointing her foot in your direction, or letting it brush against yours under the table, that's not an accident. That's intention wrapped in instinct. Don't miss it. This is how to fall in love begins, with quiet, unspoken signals that only the observant man catches. Now, don't overthink it. Don't make it weird. Just notice. A woman's shoe play is a delicate dance, a mix of ease and tease. When she's doing it while giving you that soft, knowing smile, you must understand. She's inviting your attention, testing your awareness, seeing if you can read her rhythm. And you should, because understanding these subtle psychology tricks isn't just about attraction. It's about respect for the language women speak without words. Be smart. Be calm. Be observant. That dangling heel isn't just about shoes. It's about curiosity, confidence, and comfort. That's what makes it such a powerful move in female psychology. It's her way of showing that she's both grounded and playful, confident yet inviting. She's showing you a side of herself that's open, but still mysterious enough to make you lean in just a bit closer. And remember, my friend, these signs don't scream, they whisper. They're meant for the man who pays attention, who listens with his eyes. So next time you're across from a woman who casually plays with her heel, don't ignore it. Don't dismiss it. That's her saying, "I'm comfortable with you. I want you to see me." You must understand the beauty of that. It's not manipulation, it's connection. That is one of the oldest psychology tricks in the Book of Attraction, the kind that doesn't rely on words, but speaks straight to the human heart. So, the next time her shoe teases gravity, remember, it's not just a footnote in conversation. It's her telling you, without a single word, that you might just be the reason she's smiling like that. And if you can read that sign, really read it, then you already know the first secret of how to fall in love, not through grand gestures or fancy words, but through the simple art of paying attention. 2. The in-face gaze. When her eyes start talking, believe me, they say more than words ever could. There's ordinary eye contact, polite, friendly, forgettable, and then there's the gaze. The kind that hits you like a quiet thunderbolt. That is the difference between "nice to meet you" and "I want to know more." When a woman gives you that look, she's not being courteous. She's sending a signal loud enough to be heard across the room without uttering a single word. This isn't coincidence, it's connection. The in-face gaze is one of those moments where time slows down just enough for you to notice everything: the curve of her smile, the softness in her expression, the way she's turned her entire face towards you like you're the only man who exists. Her eyes don't flit around nervously, they stay. That's your first clue. When her gaze lingers longer than it should, when you can almost feel her energy lock onto yours, that's not by chance. That's a spark. And if she pairs it with a slow blink or a playful head tilt, you must understand she's not testing your eyesight, she's testing your confidence, your masculine energy. Picture this: you're in a crowded bar, music humming in the background, laughter spilling from every corner, and suddenly you feel it, that invisible tug. You glance up. There she is. A woman stirring her drink, eyes locked on you, lips barely parting into a smile that knows exactly what it's doing. She doesn't look away immediately. She lets that silence stretch just a little longer, daring you to respond. Then she glances down, pretending to collect herself, only to meet your eyes again with a tiny, knowing smirk. Don't fool yourself, that's no accident. That's an invitation wrapped in mystery. And here's the thing most men miss: women are masters of subtlety. They might tuck their hair behind an ear, tilt their head to expose their neck, or lean slightly toward you. Every move is designed to draw you closer without saying a word. It's not manipulation, it's instinct. This is how women attract men they truly desire, not with noise, but with nuance. A high-value man recognizes that. He doesn't stare awkwardly or retreat in confusion. He knows what that gaze means, and he meets it calm, steady, unshaken. Because attraction, at its core, is an exchange of energy, and only a man grounded in his masculine energy can handle that silent voltage without flinching. Don't look away too fast. Don't doubt it. Be aware, be composed, but don't be afraid to respond. The gaze isn't about control, it's about curiosity. It's a test of whether you can stay in that moment without losing your cool. That's the difference between a man who's unsure and a man who knows his worth, the kind of man women gravitate toward, the kind who effortlessly attract women without needing to say much at all. Understand this: when she looks at you that way, she's not searching for words, she's searching for presence. She wants to feel that you're unshakable, that you see her but don't lose yourself in the seeing. That's what draws her in deeper. That is what makes her remember you long after you've left the room. So next time you catch that in-face gaze, don't fumble. Don't overthink it. Just hold her eyes. Let your expression say what words can't: I see you too. That's how a high-value man communicates: with steadiness, not neediness; with confidence, not confusion. This simple exchange of looks might just be the spark that ignites everything. Because in the dance of attraction, the eyes always speak first. And when you learn to listen, truly listen, you'll understand how effortlessly your masculine energy can attract women without a single word spoken. If you found this insight valuable, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to understand the signs. Your support helps the channel grow and brings more powerful psychology tips your way. Comment to remember: I attract genuine connection and confidence. 3. The lip bite. When she bites her lower lip, pay attention. That simple, teasing motion is not random, it's a signal. A powerful one. The lip bite is ancient in its meaning, modern in its expression, and primal in its impact. It's not just flirtation, it's communication. There are no accidental gestures in attraction. As philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche once hinted, only unspoken truths wearing the mask of instinct. When a woman bites her lip, she's sending one of those truths your way, silently, deliberately, beautifully. You must understand this. The lip bite is more than a nervous tick. It's a spark wrapped in self-control. It's the edge between restraint and desire, between what's said and what's imagined. When she does it, she's drawing attention to her lips, and that, my friend, is no coincidence. Your focus shifts, your heartbeat quickens, your mind wonders, what if? That's her magic at work. That's her showing interest without words. Old Stoic wisdom teaches that a man must observe before he acts, and this is where that iron mind comes into play. Don't rush. Don't stumble. Notice. Understand the message, but master your reaction. A man ruled by impulse is predictable. A man guided by awareness is powerful. That is Stoicism win in modern love: composure under pressure, clarity under charm. Picture the scene. You're talking to her, laughter, energy, eye contact, and suddenly, mid smile, she catches herself biting her lip for just a second. Not long, but long enough to make you notice. That fleeting gesture says everything. It's vulnerability meeting attraction, a subtle surrender mixed with control. Sometimes it's light, as if she's holding back a secret. Sometimes it's deliberate, biting her lip while giving you that daring, knowing look that says, I like where this is going. Either way, it's an invitation wrapped in curiosity. Don't mistake it for coincidence. Don't ignore it. You must see it for what it is, one of the oldest signals of feminine interest. In today's world of swipes and screens, real connection hides in these small, human details. Men lose the art of observation because they chase noise, not nuance. But a high-caliber man, a man of Old Stoic wisdom, reads the quiet. He sees the signal behind the gesture. He doesn't chase validation. He recognizes alignment. The lip bite isn't a challenge. It's an opportunity to show your steadiness. Hold your ground. Match her energy with calm confidence. Let your presence speak louder than your desire. That's how you win, not by reacting, but by responding with control. Remember what Marcus Aurelius said: you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Apply that here. When she bites her lip, she's testing that very strength, your ability to stay composed while the air thickens with tension. This is where masculine energy meets emotional intelligence. Don't flinch. Don't melt. Be still, be grounded, and let her feel that you're not easily moved. That steadiness makes you magnetic. That's how Stoicism win in attraction, not through coldness, but through controlled heat. So, the next time you see that playful lip bite, don't misread it. Don't overplay it. Just smile, a calm, confident smile, and hold her gaze. That's it. Let her feel your iron mind, your quiet strength. Because in that silent exchange, words become unnecessary. That is where modern attraction meets timeless mastery. Be the man who doesn't chase chaos, but commands calm. Be the man who sees through gestures to the intent behind them. Be the man whose stillness speaks louder than desire. That is how you win, not just in love, but in life. Observe. Understand. Respond. Never react. The lip bite is her move. Composure is yours. Play your role with quiet dominance, and the world and the woman will lean toward your gravity. 4. The hair play. When she starts playing with her hair while talking to you, that's not just a casual move, that's a message wrapped in motion. There's something magnetic about it, isn't there? The way her fingers slide through those strands, the subtle flip over her shoulder, the small tuck behind her ear. It's graceful, unforced, and yet it pulls your attention like gravity. Don't kid yourself, she knows it. That's not just grooming. That's one of the most fascinating psychology tricks in female psychology, the kind that silently says, I'm aware you're watching. Women rarely do this by accident. It's part instinct, part intention, and all allure. When a woman plays with her hair in your presence, it's a powerful form of nonverbal communication, an unspoken code that blends curiosity, comfort, and chemistry. Maybe it's a nervous habit, maybe it's confidence wrapped in playfulness, but either way, it's her body's way of flirting without words. That's the beauty of female psychology. It hides attraction in gestures so subtle, most men miss them completely. But you must not. You must see it for what it is. When she tucks her hair behind her ear, she's exposing her face, inviting your gaze. When she flips her hair over one shoulder, she's revealing her neck, one of the most vulnerable and sensual areas of the body. That is not coincidence. That's evolution's way of saying, pay attention. Picture this. You're sitting together, conversation flowing, laughter dancing in the air. You crack a joke. She laughs, her eyes soften, and as the moment hangs, her hand lifts, slow, deliberate, to sweep her hair aside. She smiles, maybe glances down, maybe looks right back at you with that spark of intrigue. My friend, that's not random. That's deliberate attraction disguised as absent-minded charm. Psychology tricks like these work because they appeal to something ancient in us, the visual cues that trigger connection, curiosity, and desire. Understanding this is how to fall in love begins, not through chasing, but through noticing. Be smart. Be calm. Don't overreact. A man who understands female psychology doesn't get flustered by these signs. He recognizes them, appreciates them, and responds with quiet confidence. When she plays with her hair right after you compliment her, it's not just flattery she's responding to, it's energy. She's saying, I like this. Keep it going. When she does it during a pause in conversation, she's bridging that silence with her presence. Don't rush to fill it. Just let the moment breathe. That's where real chemistry happens, in those unscripted seconds when attraction speaks louder than words. Women play with their hair when they feel comfortable, intrigued, or excited. It's a mix of nerves and flirtation, of control and surrender. Don't mistake it for vanity, it's vulnerability cloaked in grace. That's the art of how to fall in love, and the secret lies in paying attention to these tiny, telling details. It's one of those psychology tricks that can turn a simple conversation into an unspoken dance of interest. When you notice, she feels seen. When you react with composure instead of chaos, she feels safe. That is what draws her closer. So next time a woman sits across from you, running her fingers through her hair while her eyes find yours, don't dismiss it as coincidence. Be aware. Be intentional. Understand that she's not just fixing her hair, she's making sure you're watching. And if you can hold that moment without breaking eye contact, without overanalyzing, you've already passed her silent test. Because in that single gesture lies the language of attraction, subtle, powerful, and ancient. It's not just a move, it's a message. And if you can read it right, you'll understand one of the most charming lessons in female psychology and one of the oldest truths about how to fall in love, that sometimes the quietest gestures say the most. And if you've seen this happen before, drop this in the comments right now. She's not nervous, she's interested. Like this video, subscribe for more real-world psychology, and remember, when she plays with her hair, she's not fixing it, she's testing your confidence. 5. The oops, I touched you move. When a woman finds subtle ways to touch you, that soft tap on your arm, that playful shove after a joke, that gentle brush against your shoulder, don't fool yourself into thinking it's coincidence. It's not. That is intention wrapped in instinct. In female behavior, touch is one of the most powerful, primal psychology cues of attraction. She's not touching everyone. She's touching you. And that, my friend, means something. Women are highly intuitive when it comes to physical boundaries. If she crosses that invisible line into your space, she's not doing it by mistake. She's doing it to feel your energy, to test the chemistry, to see if your masculine energy matches hers. Picture it, you're mid-conversation, laughter bubbling between you, maybe teasing her about something lighthearted. She laughs, then, bam, her hand lands on your arm. Quick, effortless, but it lingers just a second too long. Or maybe she leans in closer than necessary, letting her fingers graze your forearm as she talks, like her words alone aren't enough. That's not randomness. That's rhythm. That's her body joining the conversation. Women use touch to bridge the emotional gap, to blur the line between comfort and curiosity. And if you're a high-value man, you'll recognize it for what it is, a signal, an invitation, a quiet test of connection. Here's the truth. In the language of attraction, touch is louder than words. A woman's light tap can communicate what an entire paragraph never could. It's the bridge between interest and intimacy. Don't mistake it for just being friendly. Be aware. Be composed. That is your moment to read her energy and respond with calm confidence. You must not overreact. Don't jump, don't freeze, don't misfire. A high-value man doesn't get nervous when a woman enters his space. He owns it. That's what separates boys from men. Masculine energy is steady, grounded, and aware. It doesn't chase, it receives and reciprocates with quiet certainty. The more she touches you, the stronger the signal. If it happens once, it might be friendly. Twice, it's curiosity. 3 or more. That's attraction building momentum. She's not just testing how you react, she's training her comfort level around you. Each touch is her way of saying, I feel safe here. And when a woman feels safe, attraction deepens. This is one of those subtle ways women attract men, not by words, but through gentle, deliberate connection. Don't miss it. Don't dismiss it. Now, here's where most men fail. They either ignore the moment or overplay it. Don't do either. Be intentional. When she touches you, hold her gaze for half a second longer. Smile. Stay relaxed. Let her feel that her move didn't shake your center, it intrigued it. That's the mark of masculine energy in motion, the ability to stay unbothered yet fully present. Women are drawn to that. It's magnetic. It's primal. In a world full of noise and digital chaos, human touch is rare, sacred even. When she gives you that moment, respect it. It's not about rushing toward the next move. It's about reading the present one with awareness. So, next time she accidentally brushes against you, don't chalk it up to chance. Notice it. Let her see that you noticed. Then, without words, let your presence answer hers. Because that's how attraction works between two people tuned into the same frequency. It's not about chasing, it's about matching energy. That's how a high-value man attracts women, not by force, but by understanding the quiet art of connection. So, when she gives you that oops, I touched you moment, remember, it's not oops at all. It's deliberate. It's desire wearing a smile. Be steady. Be sure. And let your masculine energy do what it does best, lead without saying a word. 6. The head tilt. When a woman tilts her head while listening to you, don't miss it. That's not just attention. That's attraction wrapped in curiosity. That small, graceful motion of her head leaning slightly to the side, exposing her neck, is not random. It's one of the oldest, most instinctive forms of body language known to psychology. It signals openness, vulnerability, and engagement. When she does it, she's silently saying, I'm interested. I trust you. Keep talking. This is not just a sign of listening, it's a sign of connection. As the Old Stoic wisdom teaches, observe calmly, and you'll see the truth beneath movement. That is exactly what this moment is, a truth hiding in simplicity. Imagine you're telling a story, your voice steady, your energy calm, your presence grounded. She's watching you, eyes softened, lips curved into a small smile, her head tilted slightly as she listens. Maybe she nods every so often or leans in closer as if pulled by gravity. That's not politeness, that's investment. In that moment, she's not just hearing your words, she's feeling your presence. Her body language tells you what her words won't. She's drawn to your confidence, your composure, your masculine energy. This is where Stoicism wins, not through noise, but through quiet command. A high-value man doesn't chase attention. He earns it through the steadiness of his iron mind and the calm weight of his presence. You must understand, when she tilts her head, she's subconsciously exposing one of the most vulnerable parts of her body, the neck. That's trust. That's surrender. And when it's paired with laughter, a soft smile, or a long, attentive gaze, it's not just friendliness, it's attraction, subtle yet unmistakable. Modern men often miss these cues because they're distracted, buried in their phones, waiting for validation instead of observing reality. Don't be that man. Be awake. Be aware. That is what separates the average from the exceptional. As Marcus Aurelius once said, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. So keep your thoughts steady, grounded, and intentional. Because when you project that calm masculine energy, she feels it and she responds to it instinctively. The head tilt is her way of saying, you have my attention. It's a test, too. She wants to see if you're the kind of man who can hold space, who can lead a conversation with presence instead of performance. Don't rush. Don't overtalk. Let the silence between your words carry strength. That's how a high-value man communicates, not by forcing interest, but by allowing it to grow naturally. That's Stoicism win again, composure over chaos. Remember, attraction is not built on what you say, it's built on how you make her feel while you're saying it. So, when you see that gentle tilt, that quiet lean in, that subtle sign of trust, recognize it for what it is. It's not coincidence. It's chemistry. Don't overthink it. Don't doubt it. Just stay calm, stay centered, and keep being the man who commands attention without demanding it. Because that's what she's responding to, the steadiness, the confidence, the iron mind that tells her, you can relax here. That is the power of awareness, and that's how you win in both connection and life itself. And if you find today's content very interesting, please give me a word of encouragement by commenting "very interesting" in the comments section. That is a huge motivation for us. Thank you. 7. The flirtatious smile. There's a smile, and then there's the smile. You know the one. The kind that doesn't just appear, it happens to you. It's soft, charged, and lingers just long enough to make you forget what you were about to say. That's no coincidence, my friend. That's one of the most irresistible psychology tricks in female psychology. A flirtatious smile isn't just about showing teeth, it's about showing interest. It's her way of saying, you've caught my attention, and I don't mind that you know it. Don't mistake it for politeness. Be smart enough to see the intention beneath the expression. Think about it. You're mid-conversation. Maybe you've said something clever, maybe you haven't, and suddenly, she gives you that smile. It doesn't flash and disappear like a courtesy grin. No, it lingers. It glows. Her eyes soften, her lips curl just enough, and maybe, just maybe, she tilts her head slightly, giving you that look that feels half challenge, half invitation. Sometimes she'll hold your gaze a second too long before glancing down, only to look back up with that tiny smirk that says, I see you. That's not random. That's calculated charm, subtle yet powerful, crafted by centuries of female psychology and emotional intelligence. A flirtatious smile is her way of disarming you without a word. It's lighthearted, but it's layered. She might let it spread slowly across her face, as if she's savoring a thought she'll never share, and that's exactly the point. Mystery, curiosity, anticipation. It makes you want to know what she's thinking, and that's how to fall in love begins, not with fireworks, but with fascination. Women understand that better than most men ever will. A high-value woman doesn't need to do much to attract attention. She just smiles with purpose. And if you're a man who knows how to read it, you'll understand that it's an open door, not an accident. Now, let's be clear, not every smile is flirtation. You must learn to read the difference. A polite smile ends quickly and doesn't reach the eyes. But a flirtatious smile? It holds energy. It's charged with emotion. It's the kind of smile that makes the air shift just a little. And if she pairs it with a lip bite, that's not just flirtation. That's silent chemistry. It's her body's way of signaling, I like this. Keep it going. This is one of those psychology tricks that works because it speaks directly to instinct, not intellect. It bypasses logic and dives straight into feeling. Here's the thing, modern life has made most people numb to real connection. We stare at screens more than faces. But a flirtatious smile? That's real. That's human. That's electric. You must not overlook it. When a woman smiles like that, she's giving you more than a look. She's giving you a moment. A signal that she's emotionally present, engaged, and maybe even a little enchanted by your presence. Don't kill that moment by doubting it or rushing into words. Just hold her gaze. Match her energy. Let your confidence, your masculine calm, do the talking. Because when a woman truly smiles at you like that, she's not just smiling with her lips. She's smiling with her heart. And if you can meet that energy with presence, poise, and just a touch of mystery yourself, you'll understand one of the simplest yet most profound truths of attraction, that sometimes the most powerful conversations happen in complete silence. So the next time she gives you that teasing grin, that slow-blooming look that pulls you in, don't hesitate. Recognize it. Appreciate it. Let her see that you notice. Because that's not just a smile, that's connection in motion, a beautiful, silent step in the timeless dance of how to fall in love. 8. The leg cross and uncross. Legs, oh, they tell a story. A quiet, mesmerizing story written in movement and rhythm. You see, body language is the poetry of attraction, and few gestures whisper louder than the simple act of crossing and uncrossing one's legs. Don't dismiss it. Don't overlook it. It's not random, it's deliberate. Picture this. You're sitting across from her at a cafe. The music hums softly, and her laughter dances in the air. At first, her legs are crossed away from you. That's distance. That's her fortress. But as your conversation deepens, something shifts. She slowly uncrosses them, then recrosses, this time toward you. That's not coincidence. That's gravity. When she does it slowly, deliberately, with a soft exhale, she's not just stretching. She's signaling. It's the body's way of saying, I see you. Each motion is like a calculated move in a game of body language chess. Subtle, strategic. And when you learn to read it, you stop playing checkers. You start thinking like a high-value man. Now, let's talk presence. The leg cross and uncross isn't about comfort, it's about connection. The way she positions her body tells you how safe, curious, or drawn she feels. Maybe her foot accidentally brushes yours. Maybe she leans in just a little too close. That's not random energy. It's feminine curiosity orbiting masculine energy. And if she pairs it with a half smile, a slow glance, or that lingering eye contact, be alert. That's a silent yes wrapped in mystery. Don't rush it. Be grounded. Be composed. Be the man who notices without needing to react. Women are masters of subtlety. They don't shout attraction. They suggest it. They reveal interest in pieces through gestures, glances, and timing. The leg cross and uncross? It's a teaser trailer of desire. So, when you see it, don't gawk. Don't lean in like a rookie. Sit back. Match her energy with calm confidence. That's how a high-value man moves. That's how you attract women effortlessly, by mastering the art of stillness and awareness. Remember, masculine energy doesn't chase, it draws. It's a quiet flame that pulls in curiosity without a word. The next time you notice her legs shift in your direction, know this. Attraction just entered the room, and you didn't have to say a thing. Because in the game of signals, silence isn't absence. It's intention. If you've ever noticed those quiet, calculated movements, the way she shifts, crosses, and uncrosses her legs, then you're already learning to read the silent language of attraction. You're not just watching, you're understanding. Comment below. I can read the unspoken signs. 9. Standing closer than necessary. When a woman steps closer than she needs to, it's not coincidence. It's psychology in motion, a dance of instinct and desire. Old Stoic wisdom reminds us, pay attention not to what people say, but what they do. Her proximity speaks volumes. She could stand anywhere, yet she chooses to be right beside you. That is intent, not accident. The brush of her shoulder, the faint touch on your arm, each is a message written in silence. She's breaking the invisible barrier because she feels drawn to your presence. Don't dismiss it. Don't be naive. Recognize it. The ancient Stoics taught us to observe calmly, to master our impulses, to see beyond words. That's how you develop an iron mind, one that perceives truth without illusion. In today's fast-paced world, with distractions pulling men in every direction, you must learn to see what's real. You must learn to read her actions like a map. The closer she stands, the clearer the message, I want to be near you. But remember, attraction is a two-way current. When she steps closer, the choice becomes yours. Will you rise to the moment or retreat into hesitation? As Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. That is the essence of Stoicism win. Control your emotions, but don't suppress your instincts. Lead with quiet confidence. A man with self-command doesn't chase approval. He commands respect through presence. When you notice her leaning in, mirroring your movements, finding excuses to stay near, acknowledge it, but stay grounded. Let your silence speak louder than her gestures. Let your calmness be your strength. The iron mind doesn't rush. It reads, it waits, it acts with precision. Old Stoic wisdom tells us victory belongs to the one who remains unmoved by emotion, yet aware of its power. So when she stands closer than necessary, recognize the signal for what it is, a spark of connection, a psychological truth wrapped in subtlety. Don't ignore it. Don't overthink it. Simply be the man who sees through the noise. Stand tall, breathe steady, and let your energy answer hers. That is the path of mastery. That is how you win, not by reacting, but by understanding. Remember, Stoicism win isn't about suppressing desire. It's about controlling your response to it. When you do that, you don't just attract attention, you command it. 10. Shifting her posture toward you. When a woman shifts her posture toward you, that's not coincidence. It's her body whispering secrets her lips haven't dared to say. Female psychology works in mysterious ways, and one of the oldest psychology tricks in the book is the body's silent confession of desire. You see, attraction doesn't always start with words. It starts with alignment. If she turns her shoulders toward you, if her knees point your way, if she leans in ever so slightly when you speak, that's not random. That's her body saying, I'm drawn to you. Don't ignore it. Be observant. When her posture opens, she's not just being polite. She's subconsciously inviting you into her space, her attention, her interest. This is how to fall in love without a single word being exchanged, through small, powerful signals only the tuned in can read. Imagine this. You're sitting across from her at a cafe, just talking about something simple, and at first, she's relaxed, distant, casual. But as your conversation deepens, she starts leaning closer, resting her elbows on the table, mirroring your movements. You sip your coffee, she does too. You cross your arm, she follows. That's no accident, my friend. That's a rhythm forming between two people whose energies are syncing. It's a classic case of female psychology in action, the mind's subtle dance with attraction before the heart even catches up. Psychology tricks like mirroring happen unconsciously. Her body is trying to connect, to find resonance with yours. And when she does, when that invisible thread tightens, you'll feel it. It's that quiet electricity humming in the air, the kind that makes even silence feel intimate. But here's the catch. Don't mistake a momentary lean for affection. Be smart. Be attentive. Consistency is the key. If she keeps that alignment, if even in a crowded room her posture keeps returning toward you, you're not imagining things. She's choosing you with her body before she ever admits it aloud. That's the beauty of this hidden communication. It's raw, honest, unfiltered. So, don't look away when she angles closer. Don't downplay it as coincidence. Her body has already spoken louder than her words ever will. Remember, in the art of connection and in mastering how to fall in love, it's not what she says, it's what she does when she thinks no one's noticing. Learn to read it, trust it, and you'll uncover one of the most fascinating psychology tricks in the world of attraction. And there you have it, 10 little things girls do when they're truly into you. Remember, attraction isn't always about what's said, it's about what's shown. If you pay attention to the small things, the glances, the smiles, the body language, you'll understand her better than any words could ever tell you. My advice? Don't overthink it. If she's showing you signs and you feel the vibe, take the initiative. Confidence, respect, and timing go a long way. Thanks for watching, my friend. I appreciate you being here. If you found this helpful, make sure to like the video, subscribe for more psychology-based insights, and keep becoming the best version of yourself. Take care, stay confident, and I'll see you in the next one.